So if we see that up there, and this is where my entry is going to be, what's missing on my screen down here? Something's missing. You got to always have it. What's missing on my screen? Trend line, my minor trend line. Price has got to be surrounded by the trend. It got to be surrounded by the trend, y'all. Now look how this trend line is telling me that price is going to come on back down to here, which, oh my gosh, look at that. Where price will be coming right back down if that ain't the broken supplies on, right? What supplies on that we just broke up out of? Look at that. It's the technicals for me every single time. Every single time. Every time. However, we'll look right here. So this ended up coming. So this was Friday morning at like 12 a.m. because this is the futures, right? You kind of sit here and you watching it. We just looking. So this is, do you wait for that price to come down? Why? I mean, would I just trade? Let me ask you this, Miss Aledo. Have you ever had a time where you didn't wait for price to come down and then you got effed in the butt because you chose not to wait? Well, that's your answer right there, right? Y'all don't need me to tell you what to do. You need to stop being stubborn and follow your chart. So you would enter on the full candle close above. Would I enter into this candle that didn't close and give me any confirmation? Right? So it's like the questions that y'all ask me, I ask it right back to y'all. And I notice like in the family chat that a lot of people get discouraged and they'll be like, dang, she not gonna answer. I'm not. Because you already know. Which I'm not calling nobody out, but I'm just saying, like, you know dang well that you need to wait for the price to come back down, because how many times have you not waited for price to come back down and then you ended up losing the trade? How many times, you know dang well you need a full candle to close above there, because how many times have you not waited for that candle to close and then you ended up losing the trade? You don't need me to tell you that. You really don't. Y'all know it. You're just not doing it. However, so this is what we had. So this is at 4:30 a.m. Y'all, I'm just sitting up here watching this trend line. I was up. We had to retreat and everything. And I was in, baby, didn't go to sleep. Because I was like, dang, I really think, I knew, I felt it. I'm watching the market on Thursday. I was like, God waited for us on Friday. We're going to get this money. Okay. So boom, 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 we getting all this. I'm Central Time, so the market opens at 8:30 for me. If y'all looking at the times a little confused. So we had this 8:30 candle, then the 8:45 15-minute candle, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Look at that volume. Look at the volume when it came back over this level after it left this, bouncing off this trend line, came back over this level. We're with all the volume. And then when it started to pull back, now I didn't catch this candle here, did I? I low-key might have. I can't. We low-key might have entered into this one. I ain't gonna hold you. I would like to say in hindsight that I waited for it to break and then waited out these two 15-minute candles. Anyone who was at the retreat, y'all correct me, but I do think that we went on and entered right here. Matter of fact, I know we did, because I remember telling y'all, when this comes back over here, we don't have a reason to doubt that price is going up. Get in this trade and stay in this trade. Y'all correct me if I'm lying, back me up if I'm telling the truth. I said, when this crossover here, you don't have a reason to doubt that price is about to go up and it's about to boom. All right. So I feel pretty confident to say that we did enter on this candle and then took note of that as it was pulling back, price was decreasing. The sellers were not, that there was no momentum to the upside. And boom, the money was made. All right. So then this is on Friday. This is the end of the day Friday. Now we're going to go back to the daily, because now we need to come up with our game plan for Monday. Dang, didn't nobody back me up in the chat? That's okay. I'm pretty sure it was that candle that broke above, y'all. Pretty sure. All right, so now this is Friday. This is what the what price looked like on Friday. So now we're gonna sit here and we're gonna come up with our game plan for Monday. We're gonna do the same thing. Step one with the supply and demand. Broke supply zone, need a retest. I'm telling myself right there, don't do nothing with this price until it retraces. Literally telling myself right there. With the trend line. move off of this is like support trend line needs to retest. Okay. Volume. Or well, price action, right? We don't necessarily really see anything as like as far as a candlestick pattern or a chart pattern. So I mean, I already kind of said it. Yeah, I'm looking at the volume. Did that volume increase? No, it didn't. Volume did not increase. So what are y'all thinking about the buyers? So what is that telling us? It broke a range, but the volume, the daily volume did not increase when it broke that range. What's that gonna make y'all think? Price is gonna do what? And this is like, this is really how I write my notes, right? Volume didn't increase, buyers didn't show all the way up. Being it, I'm telling myself, baby, the pullback, the pullback, the pullback. So step 1, 2, and 3, definitely not sideways. So step 1, 2, and 3 are telling us what? That price is gonna do what? Pullback. Amen. Hey, it's right here. It's right here in your notes. So then I'm gonna use a moving average, of course. Like I'll use like the pretty much just moving averages, child, because I'm just computer generated confirmation if you can't tell from there. So we could just write above all averages. And then my little note that I'm gonna tell myself is trade at the break, wait for retest to confirm this is new support level, or if you with me, demand. All right. Put a 1 if this trading plan makes sense for you. If this would have, like, let's say this was last weekend, right? Put a 1 if this trading plan makes sense to you. Put a 2 if not. All right, so let's play it out. Let's see what Monday did. That's Monday's candle. All right. So when we look at, well, first off, even looking here on the daily, that's a spinning top. Spinning tops are bullish, bearish, or indecisive. Indecisive. So guess who didn't trade Monday? Guess who didn't trade Monday? What am I gonna force when it's a whole spinning top on the daily, child? What am I forcing? You is it? What am I forcing? And then when we come here and we look on the listen, y'all, here's my rule of thumb. If you can't draw a trend line, maybe you shouldn't be trading. Oh, oh. If you can't draw a trend line, maybe that means you should not be trading. My goodness. Amen. So guess who didn't trade Monday? Me. Plan still in action. The plan's still in action. Guess what is now? Do y'all notice now we do have something different to add to step 3? Tell me what it is. What are we adding to step 3? Something important. We already wrote that. Yes, we could write add in the indices. We could write that. It's a candlestick pattern, y'all. Come on. What y'all see? Come on. Why does this not let me like bring up the text box? What y'all see? No, it's not quite hard. You could subjectively, I'm cool with saying that too. Not quite, but I'm cool with saying that too, because we cousins. Y'all telling me price going down. All right, amen. I'm cool with that. It's a tweezer top though, but I'm cool with that. Yeah, tweezer top. Boom. So guess what price, guess what our chart told us on Monday? Price is starting to pull back. You just need to be patient. I think I have so many new favorite sayings going into 2024. Being patient as a trader does not mean that you have to wait, does not always mean that you needed to be patient through 2 or 3 candles. Sometimes you got to be patient through 2 or 3 daily candles. Sometimes you got to be patient through 2 or 3 weekly candles. And baby, I'll show y'all a chart where you don't have to wait and be patient for 2 or 3 monthly candles. But when it happened, it happened. Do we have tweezer top and spinning top? I just wrote it right here, tweezer top. I just wrote that. All right, so this is telling me, be patient. The plan is still in action. Put a 3 if that makes sense. I'm helicopter momming today. I want to make sure that y'all get this because y'all be coming out here with no plan, flapping in the wind, and then have the nerve to ask me what to do. Baby, show me your charts. We can go from there. All right, so we have, look, Haitian Keys talking about, you told me to push it back till 10:30. Boy, you should have done 11:30. You knew I wasn't going to be prepared to be ready in an hour and 30 minutes. Let's be real. All right, so let's see what the next daily candle did for us. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, it didn't come here in whole. It did not come here in whole. It did not come here in whole. I wanted the retracement to this level, to the broken supply zone. It did not come here in whole. Let's come down to this lower time frame. I'm just going to the 15-minute. I like to look at the 15-minute, enter on the 5, in case anyone asks. All right, so this is that 10 p.m. About 4:15 a.m., my alert went off. Please note that I said my alert went off. Please note I said my alert went off, letting me know that it came back and it touched this level. Started to pull back up. You know, it's about 6 a.m. when this coming in. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all, look at that. Let's go. Let's go down to the 5-minute candle. Ciao. Well, actually, let's go back to the daily. Historically, well, no, never mind. 5-minute. Just remember that historically, this level has been a resistance level. Every single time that it comes to this level, it's only been a few times, right? It's all-time high. It's acted as a resistance level. So guess what we need to be thinking? We have to go with statistics, y'all. You got to go with the statistics. If I'm on the daily and I see that price has touched this 18,128 1, 2, 3, 4 times and failed, when it come back the 5th time, unfortunately, guess what? Well, not even unfortunately, because we can trade both directions. When it come back the 5th time, I shouldn't be wishing on a prayer, wishing on a star. That price is going to hold right here and go up. No, 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 no. I need to understand that price is more than likely going to break because statistics told me so. And look at that, at that open candle. Now, let's go, and we're going to backtrack and we're going to go into the Discord. Who remembers on Tuesday with me posting like in the morning, posting videos in the morning saying, hey, y'all, I need y'all to look at this. Y'all might want to trade NQ down. Put a 1 if you remember that, whether you my mentee or not. Was that the 5th? How y'all think I knew that game plan before the market even opened? Because of exactly what we're going through. Exactly what we're going through. Literally exactly what we're sitting here going through. It was too obvious. It was too freaking obvious. It was too obvious. It was too obvious, y'all. I made over $100,000 this day. Put it in the Discord so y'all can see it. $100,000 this day simply from this. Simply from this. And I'm not making no moves until it do my plan. So I'm going to play this video out, all right? Because we just, like I said, I want y'all to be able to back test. I typically put all my thoughts into the Discord and you could back test them. You just got to put the work in because I ain't going to do it for you. If I look at the 21 MA where
well, this is my 20, but 21, whatever, where price is currently rejecting, and I count back 21 candles, that brings me to this candle, which is where the 100 MA is perfectly lined up at, which is this bull flag that NQ beautifully broke out of, that it is telling me that NQ is returning to.
I'm gonna play it one more time. Now on this lower time frame, there was a bull flag. That's why I was saying some of y'all were answering bull flag because probably you remember my chart, but we're just looking on the higher time frame. But y'all see that there. I am on the 4-hour right here. Play it one more time. And if you have a question, just put it in the chat because I'll keep going through.
If I look at the 21 MA where, well, this is my 20, but 21, whatever, where price is currently rejecting, and I count back 21 candles, that brings me to this candle, which is where the 100 MA is perfectly lined up at, which is this bull flag that NQ beautifully broke out of, that it is telling me that NQ is returning to.
Y'all, I'm talking about it was just right there. It was just right there. Now, the moving average thing, if that throws you off a little bit, just remember the moving average is telling you what the average closing price is for how many ever days, right? Or for how many ever candles for whatever time frame you're on. So in that example, if we see that price was sitting right, rejecting the 21 MA, I'm going to count back 21 candles. It's going to tell me where price should come back to be at the average. If we crossed above the 20 MA, right, when it comes back below it, just count back 21 candles. It's going to tell you where price is coming to because it's returning to the average. I'm going to give y'all a different set of numbers. Put a 4 if that made sense. Put a 4 if that made enough sense to where you'll be able to go back and watch the video. Put a 5 if that just totally lost you. Never would have thought about it that way. Right. Listen, it's everybody think about it different. I'm here that I'm so excited that I'm retired. So I'm just gonna give y'all my thoughts. Also, make sure y'all download the wealth interlude. Amen, amen, amen. Okay. Anyways, so came right here. Y'all, oh my God, just went straight down. Just went straight down. 100K. 100K. My baby's in there making 4 figures, passing challenges off this move, and look where the frick it returned to. If that didn't return to the exact level and my trend line that I already had marked off. So guess who got out right here? Me. 2:30. Wrote it down the whole day. 8:30, 2:30. All day, y'all. That mess was lit. That trade was lit. So we didn't trade Monday. That's fine. The plan was still there. And it came Tuesday. Anybody sitting here thinking, damn, she got patience? Sorry, Miss Kim. Anybody sitting here thinking, dang, she got patience? Y'all wanted me to take that itty bitty trade on Monday. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? When if you planning it out, you can see the bigger picture. What I'm gonna take 4 figures for when I could walk away with 6? No thanks. I'll be patient. Every time somebody asks me, how are you that patient? Because I'm looking at what's coming up and I make my decision there. I make my decision from there. Do I want to take this little piece right here? Or do I want to sit my butt back and be patient and get this 6? I think I'm gonna sit my butt back. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Okay. So now Tuesday is over with. And look at this beautiful hold right here. What are we automatically thinking? Well, first off, do y'all see a chart pattern? If you one of my babies, remember we kind of came back to a touch of support. What chart patterns do we see at support? Y'all see a chart pattern? I only see one bottom. Hey, Miss Paulette. I can't wait to trade with you Friday. Who remembers me saying if you didn't already get into SPY and QQQ, swing them on Tuesday night? Right before the market closed, I said swing them. It literally told us right there, y'all. Off the whole. And I'm cool with y'all saying cup and handle too. We cousins. We all saying it's going up. Off the whole, it told you. Off the futures. It told you. Go on and swing the cues. All right. So we'll come back up here to the daily. And let's get our plan. Let's get our plan together for Wednesday. All right. All it, y'all. I have this on all my screens. On any chart that I have, well, I don't usually have this right here because I know my fourth, but on any chart that I have, it's right here. It's also in my trading journal. Please believe it. Please believe it. Okay. All right. So now we need to write it or update it. Okay. We just sit here and update it. So with our demand or with step one, we're going to write retested and failed. Why did it fail? Because it didn't hold it as support. All right. Return to trend line. That's support trend line for me. What y'all see? Do y'all see a candlestick pattern on for step 3? I asked y'all and then write it. My bad. That's an evening star pattern. Evening star, morning stars. You'll see those against trend lines. And then we're gonna look at step 4. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all because I don't know why my MACD isn't popping up. MACD actually ended up diverging, meaning that it made that bullish crossover, like Friday, Thursday, whenever that was, and then it opened up, which is pretty bullish. MACD diverged. Like it, remember I said, well, y'all got the recording. It opened up, all right? And I'll show y'all again. MACD diverged. Of course, I want to look at my moving averages, just barely on Tuesday, just barely held the 20 EMA. Barely. We also want to say evening star pattern with rising volume. So what y'all think our analysis is? What is our analysis? What's our plan? What would y'all say? You can see what time frame I'm on here at the top with the highlighted letter, and it's also right here. So what do y'all think in the analysis is? I'll help y'all out. 1 for bullish, 2 for bearish, 3 for wait and see. Amen. Or a hold on it. We at the trend line. Exactly. People try to think. I feel like a lot of people will think it'll come to the trend line and they're like, oh, what do I do? Baby, nothing. You don't do nothing. You don't do nothing. You don't do any thinking until price moves away from the trend line, whether it's bouncing it or it's losing it. You don't do nothing. So that's our plan for when. That's our plan now. That's our plan now. We got to wait and see. Now, overall, are we bullish or bearish? Overall, we're bullish. Amen. So now one part of me should even want to trade the break. Why? Because it's probably just going to pull right back up. It's probably just going to do a liquidity sweep and pull right back up. All right. So now we have Wednesday. Now we got Wednesday. The only thing we need to change is step 3. That's all we need to change is step 3. What's step 3 telling me? Rising bullish volume with a bullish harami. What? We got rising bullish volume and that's a bullish harami? That's an inside bar? Oh. Oh, so Wednesday. What type of candlestick is that on Wednesday? I'm gonna let you, we just gonna go with an indecisive candle. Guess who didn't trade Wednesday? Which, why would I when I made 6 figures on Tuesday? And Tuesday already told me that, I don't really know what you're gonna do. Wednesday, we sat there and consolidated, which we know it's consolidation because here on the daily, because it was a spinning top, meaning it was indecisive. It went back and forth on, was this Wednesday? Yeah, it went back and forth on Wednesday. Guess who didn't do anything on Wednesday? Me. Wednesday night, I came and I said, oh, snap. Now, Wednesday night, y'all, this is when we was in class for my Futures 2.0. This look real familiar, don't it? Ain't this exactly what we sat here and we mapped out on Wednesday night? I said, y'all, I said, look at that rise in volume, and that's a bullish Harami. Now, what I didn't like was that upper wick. You got to look at it in both directions. I didn't like this upper wick. I was kind of like, I don't know. Now, why was I hesitant to think, we're going to go up? What y'all think? Why was I kind of like, I'm going to take it if it go, if I see a good close above it, but not quite sure. What y'all think? Because it rejected every other time before, it failed to hold that. I see what you're saying on that. But historically, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 5, right? Because it failed. It don't hold this. This is working as a resistance level 5 different times. I don't need to be that bullish until we break these highs, until we make a new high. I don't need to be that bullish. Does that make sense to everybody? Put a 1 if that, or well, I'm gonna put it like this, put a 2 if that did not make sense. All right, period. And let's see, this was Wednesday, right? And let's see, Thursday. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Well, my goodness. Oh, you're right. Thank you. Yes, it did make a higher low. Good job. Great job. Right here on this, it did make a higher low. All right, and of course, we'll come down here on this lower time frame and let's look at it. This is for Thursday. Yep. All right. Remember, we looking at the futures, y'all. So your girl be up at the London session. I'm a vampire. It is what it is. I want y'all to see this right here, okay? At that 2 a.m. right when the London, oh Lord, go back. Oh. Right here when the London session. Y'all already know we got to have a trend line. Oh, hold on. Let me be realistic about it. This was the trend line. Because when y'all watched the video, this was my trend line right there. I like it. But anyways, it's best to just go ahead and keep your trend line at the actual lows because the price gonna respect it, as y'all can see, right? Because this goes into Wednesday, right when that market closed Wednesday, it respected that low right there. But in real time, right, this is more so because it's holding the most lows. The wick was high and the volume was high. Would that be a sign it could break resistance? I wouldn't think that an upper wick would tell me that it's gonna break resistance because that upper wick, the wick wasn't high. You just have an upper wick is telling me that they sold off. So, but the volume, yes, would be making me think, these buyers are kind of present. All right, so you girl, if y'all watched the video, which I'm sure you did, because when y'all ask me to make content, I go and do it. So I'm sure you did. When y'all watch that video, y'all know in one of my accounts, I was in it from 2 a.m. Well, 2:15. Because it came back over my VWAP during the Asian session. Now, where do y'all think that I planned to sell it at? Where do y'all think I automatically said at 2:15 in the morning? I said, oh, this is my target. This is where I'm going to sell it at. Where y'all think it was? At the resistance level, heck yeah, your girl was ready to sell right here. It came up here at 5 a.m. and I scaled out. Because now the reason why I scaled, I was willing to look, let it come to the trend line. Scaled out, baby. This thing never even came down here. So I was watching that already and said, hold on. Yep, think we finna break. Think we finna break. Looking like we finna break. Right? Just for the simple fact that it wasn't even trying to come on down here, right? Pre-market opened here is the 705 candle. Boom, 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 you get it. Now this is the 830 candle right here. Now this was in funded trading. I was in one of these trades, but looking when the market opened, right? Because I got to lead my fam in the battle. In the battle, look, you could take the girl out the army, but you cannot take the military out the. But so this was this right here. Do y'all think that I got in right here? When it was in the middle of a trade, when it was in the middle, just in la la land? Heck no. Because what did I need? What did I need for price to do? Before I got into the upside, what was price gonna have to do? We even said it right here. It retest and hold it. And hold it. It was going not just retest, but it was going to have to pull back to the, well, not the trend line, to this broken supply zone and hold it. I damn sure wouldn't have wanted price to come on back down to the trend line. I would have been like, oh Lord, it was gonna have to hold it before I got into calls, y'all. Historically, or longs, but historically, what's it do every time it come up here? Fails the retest and drops back below. It could have done it again. It could have done it again. But it didn't. Now this pullback in here, because I'm expecting a retest, and this is the futures, right? We did end up banking. On the video y'all watch, I traded the pullback, and I think that was like $1,000 trading the pullback because I knew where it was coming. I knew where it was coming. So this trade that I was in here, like in another account, when this started to pull back right here, because what candlestick pattern is that? I got y'all, tweezer top. It's a tweezer top. I'm always looking for those. And on this candle right here, the very last move that this candle made was to show us this upper wick. It started to reject. So in this bullish candle, the last thing that happened is that the seller stepped in. So in this next candle, the confirmation candle opened and immediately started to downtrend. I said, oh, that's a tweezer top. Let's catch the reject. Now, why did I go ahead and insert into it for the reject? One, because it's futures, that was a big point move down, okay? I knew where it was coming. I knew where you were coming. I knew where it was coming. Literally, right here, right? So that was too easy to just be like, okay, yeah, let's catch this. Now, if it happened to fail and it was not going to hold us as support, guess what? I had a head start into shorting the market. But guess what my target was? Right there. So I'm about to stop sharing my screen real quick. Oop, I done lost some people. Dang, I lost like 10 people. That's okay. I'm gonna pull this up. Good morning, you guys. It's your girl Alexandria B with Wall Street Ben Black. You are not here for the aesthetics, you're here for the information. All right. This is the most realistic day trading video that you ever gonna see on YouTube. But you what level, and then to be the 20-day average. Do that really quickly because so those are your trend lines back that we have. My 20, I use the 2021. But look right there, the blue is my 50 and the red is my 200. Look how they just crossed. That's a golden cross. When the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200-day moving average, that is known as a golden cross. It is a powerful moving average crossover telling us that price is extraordinarily bullish. Love that for us. with VWAP and all of that. So honestly, what I really want right now is for price to pull back. I'm gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it go because I want to see you. It's gonna have to pull back and hold as support now, right? Because every time that price pulls back to this 18,128 level that I have here, and at this point, I really could just go ahead and move it up to there, right? To the 18,170 works for me. But for now, let's keep it to where it is for now, like the 18,170 up there. But every time that it gets above and it pulls back to retest it, it fails to retest and it drops, right? So I would never trade this to the upside until it pulls back and I see that it held this 18,128. So that's what we're waiting on now. All signs, everything looks bullish from top down, right? From the higher time frame down. However, historically, it does not hold this level as support. So I'd be a fool to trade to the upside. Now I'm already, when I'm about to exit it, because we have 3 minutes until the market opens. So let's see what happens. I might like pause the video and quite interesting. I still want to pull back. Your girl still want to pull back, so we're about to sit here and wait. Ding, 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 it's 8:30. It's 8:30. Don't want it until a price retrace. Now I want y'all to know something here. Because the question that I do get a lot is how do you stay so patient? Y'all, in real time, this is how I stay patient. Unedited video. If you watched it, you know it was. In real time, I had to talk myself through it. What? Everything in me said, dang, that's shooting up. Let's get in. No, that wasn't the plan, sis. On it. I'm saying that out loud so that I don't get into the trade. Yeah, I don't want it. Right. Until price retraces, I don't want it. Oh Lord, let me check on my AMD trade though while we're sitting here. Jesus, that came down, didn't it? I said we was gonna be realistic. Dang, rejecting this gap, please, Lord, please. Am I gonna have to trade puts on the Qs today? We also got some stuff going on the economic calendar that's gonna make the market pretty volatile this week, I believe. So again, let us just see. Let us just play it out. Beware of the time lapses. Or play puts. I'm gonna have to. So SPY, beware of the time lapses. I am back. So SPY coming, yeah, I'm gonna have to swing or play puts today on SPY and the Qs. Gosh darn it. He is nasty. I'm gonna watch it though, because this is literally just the first 5-minute candle. Baby, I got 6 hours and 25 minutes to go until the market closes. Not rushing into it, but that's clearly just, God, it's about to make me have to day trade today, which if you know, you know. I'm not a fan of day trading because you're still a slave to the chart. I'm wealthy. That means I'm financially free. Oh, that means I want to sit here in this office and day trade all day. But I'm gonna do what Okay, leaks. Okay, SPY leaks. Let's go. I might edit that out. Still not in the trade. Still not in because it's not my plan. It ain't my plan. You see, I'm saying sign in, sucker. Oh my God, Alexandria's gonna pull her profit up in front of us? Yeah. If I get in. Oh my God, the Pizza Hut could at least be even, Alex. Come on now. I unedited. That's why I don't never like for unedited. Go back to this 18128 level before I get up in there. I'm really trying to talk myself through it, y'all. Everything in me said, dang, I could have been done. I get up in there. Okay. Now I'm gonna show y'all how off times. This is what I do. Oh my gosh, same ticker, different time frames. Okay. I was like, where's the rest of my averages? Because I went through this morning AMD. See what's popping because, like I said, I'm not entering until I see a pullback. Retracement. Whatever word you want to use, we all saying that we want to see price return to where it just came from. Same thing. I actually am. Remember, I told y'all like I'm in a trade on like from this morning in a different account. I'm going, but that one ran from 3 a.m. It's different. Look at the volatility of that. How you gonna get the buyer stepping in on this candle and then what I just tell y'all, volatility. I think we're gonna have some volatility. Give me the retracement. Hold for a pause, whatever. Beware of the pause, because we're gonna let these 15 minutes play out. Amen. We're starting to get that pullback come in. That's where I got in right there, Miss Kim. It was a time lapse. Cause we just would have been sitting here through that 15-minute candle. Note that it was a tweezer top. I'm not sure if I said that, but that's what I just needed one little spat. And because I was itching, y'all. I was itching to get in the trade. I sat there for 30 minutes, just watching price shoot up. The FOMO was real. I was itching to get into a trade, so I was willing to short it or to trade down puts on QQQ because I knew where it was going. I knew where it was returning to, so I can take that trade if I know where price is returning to. You know what I'm saying? Your girl was itching. I said, not I done sat here in this office, done started recording like for some content. I'm not gonna. Now you might notice that I'm not really looking at the screen. I like peep up a little bit, and that's because typically once I enter into the trade, I'll put this down. I don't sit there and watch my profit. I'll even tell my mentees like, what are you watching your profit for? The chart gonna tell you if you in profit or not. So I don't like to sit here and watch my profit. So I was I think I was like, I just got into QQQ puts. Oh, okay, that's what I was doing. For real, I can't sit here and watch my profit. Like, imagine if I did, I know what you're doing, but this little pullback right there, I would have been like, dang, I'm down $80. Like, Did I have a plan? Yeah. Until it goes against that plan, which would be breaking the high of the previous candle. Hey, bro, 5 minutes is a long time, but do what you gotta do. Count sheep, something. Oops, I didn't mean to push. Eating. Had to wait for a minute, but it was coming. Because if I'm going to trade NQ on the futures, of course, I'm going to get into QQQ on the option side. One play, double that bag up. Duh. Now, my target on NQ is, y'all already know. Y'all already know. We already analyzed it. We already assessed it. I'm going to see if it's going to hold this 9. This one is my 9-day moving average. Well, I just said that. But let's see if it's going to hold that. Let me see my 50 right in here. I love it. Let's see. I really don't like for it to be up on my chart like that. Bebop, I'll hold on the chart a little bit. I'll hold Bebop on the chart. Take note that SPY has an evening star. I might be calm. That's my bad. Dollars on QQQ, which I met. Dollars on NQ. Exit. Okay, now this $775 on NQ and $33 on QQQ, which I mad at it. Where is that? Can y'all see? Yeah. Which I ain't mad at it. I'm just saying this is why I've been trying to tell y'all, come on over to the future. My bad. $100 in 15 minutes. And man, oh Jesus. So I don't okay. All right. Okay. I'm finished. Okay, so that's $11,000 right there on my target. Do y'all think that I'm gonna stay in? $11,000. That's $1,100 right there on my target. Y'all think I'm gonna stay in? No. It hit my target. Now let a candle close below here. Then I get in. Now on the Qs, I am still in because it hasn't. Why am I looking at SPY? Am I inspired? Oh, yeah, y'all just. Okay, so that is 20%. Can y'all even see? That's 20%, 23%, $46. Which I ain't mad at it. I'm just saying, look in comparison. Oh, maybe I'll start. But look what it did right there. I know that was country sounding. Y'all think I didn't get in? Come on. That was the whole plan. Everything that we was waiting on, the one move we was waiting on for a week. A week. Y'all think I didn't get in? Y'all know what happened Thursday. Y'all know what happened Friday. Straight into new highs. Let's go. That's how you make a trading plan. Amen. Oh, well, actually, so let's look at the candle, right? Hello, man. And when it broke the trend line, I got out. Because the alert, I had an alert set to let me know when it closed below, a candle closed below the trend line. I had an alert set. close that. Did that, got that insane gap up when it opened back up Thursday. Now y'all look where it. It's the technicals. Oops. Look, I mean, it closed the gap. That's all it did. It closed the gap. Money was made on Friday too. Got in the puts and rolled them out. It closed the gap and freaking bounced. Now, I didn't start shorting it until it came back to the gap because I was hoping that it was going to bounce right here. But it ended up doing, I said, all right, let's short it. It's going to, high probability is going to close the gap. It's going to come back down here because this is this is a block order, if you into that. This is all this was. This is clearly where they wanted to buy at. And they wanted to buy when only they could. That's how I look at it. When we was out the way, they said, now this is a perfect place to buy. They're going to let the price sell off and come right back here because as retail traders, psychologically, we're going to be like, ooh, yup. You see a little bit of a bounce. It just kicks in. You just go, bet, this where we get in. And that's the result that you see. So when we go to my plan now, to clear all that off. It should not be that hard to pull that little box up. Okay. And just be like, retested. Because also I want y'all to take note of, look at that volume. You can't even see it. Look at that volume, y'all. People got scared of the sell-off. I'm looking at the volume like y'all better be buying. Y'all better be buying this little pullback. Look at that. That's literally the smallest daily volume that we've had since September 8th. And it was this day right there. And that day was bullish. And people think, oh, it's gonna hold, and it ended up selling off. This itty bitty little tiny little bit of volume wasn't anything, and it's bearish. I'm excited. Did y'all buy the dip? Did y'all buy into anything Friday? Or you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but we family, we transparent. Did y'all sell anything because it pulled back? And if you did, are you regretting it a little bit now? Let's see. So my plan retested Google on the breakout, then sold. It's going to be higher when you try and buy in. It's going to be higher. So then you have to think about the commission fees that you spent buying and selling it the first time, and then you'll have to pay it again the second time. There's just like no reason. There's no reason. If you have a plan, there's no reason if you buy full out. You're going to end up being in the money. Now, I didn't buy the contract, the one that was in the Discord. I ended up buying the 145 for the same expiration date because I wanted it to get in the money. Because it's Google finna run. We already know it. Google finna run. Okay. Returning. Large candle, narrow volume, which indicates that they were buying into the selling. That's why price was able to get all the way up there. And then if you go back and you look at Friday, like if you look, well, y'all already know yesterday was a choppy ride down. Now, did it move? Yeah, but it was a choppy ride down. The buyers was definitely there. The presence was felt. So, uh, bear trap setup. Do your due diligence. Go look it up. And it's right there at that touch of support, or say field gap. What up, what up, what up? Now there is MACD divergence though. I ain't gonna hold you. There is MACD, there is bearish MACD divergence. I swear I can spell. What? Oh Lord. Think I'll leave the market alone until it gets back to the trend line, because that has worked for me 4 times. So why would I go against that? So that's my plan. To trend line or higher high. And what are we looking like on out? Duh. Duh. Of course I'm gonna wait. Now, this will also get transcribed to my trading journal. I'll just copy and paste. Yeah, heck no. They sandwiched the bullish volume. This move up, like on the weekly, was kind of weak in comparison. Like I'll literally just take this, copy and paste it, put it into my journal, boom. And I write this at the top of the week, because each line, or like, let me show y'all. Let me make sure my face not open this camera. Like that's my journal. Like I literally just write it out like that, like before steps, like each trade. But at the top of the week, I write it out, like what my plan is, how I did the previous week or whatever. Because I like to write it, it's muscle memory. But then you can also take your iPhone, screenshot it, right? And it'll make it it'll scan it. You take the scan document, you put it on Word documents, it transcribes it for you. It's not hard. But anyways, and then write out what my plan is. So then when I go back and I read my journal, like on Fridays or the weekend, whatever, I'm gonna start off with what my plan was. Cause sis, if I ain't follow it, that's on me. That it wasn't that I'm not smart. It's not that I'm dumb. Is that I didn't have a plan and I didn't follow it. That's on me. So that is how I create my trading plan. Now, it usually don't take me But obviously we took our time to go through it, you know what I'm saying? So bearish, weekly bearish volume. Oh yeah. Take me a little bit of but it usually takes me about, I'll say maybe like 30 minutes to go through my watch list and do this. And I have my plan. I have my plan set. How y'all feel? Talk to me. Any questions? Okay. Okay. You're welcome, Marty. Of course, always. Does any, can I redo? I was literally just gonna ask this. She said, can we do redo our homework? Of course. Can I turn my mic on? Yes. Let me, I had it where y'all couldn't. Yeah, I got you. Okay, there you go. You can turn your mic on. The class was dope. Okay, good. I just started yeah, congratulations. Congratulations. Need it good. I'm gonna do you later about a question I have about a Google Play. Ain't answering no questions. Show me what your plan is. I'll let you know if I'm gonna get in with you. Um, good understanding. Okay, good. Incredible. Need it. Oh, I should record this. Y'all are so nice to me. This why somebody y'all, well, let me stop recording real quick.